Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you around Wave's new depth and dimension plugin, CLA Epic. We're going to take a tour around the controls, listen to a range of blended delay and reverb landscapes, and compare its intuitive workflow to a rather elaborate DAW effects return setup. Let's get started with the control tour. Here we've got 2 banks of effects, 4 reverbs and 4 delays. The blue display here corresponds to the delays at the bottom, and the display will change to show you a number of different controls depending on what delay you have selected, which you can toggle between down here or by grabbing a fader or enabling solos and mutes. And the same over here for reverb, so depending on which reverb you have selected or whichever reverb you're blending at the time, the display will show you key controls that correspond to that effect. Such as here, we've got the hall reverb selected, which gives us access to pre-delay and reverb time. Let's take a quick listen to each of these effects in isolation on a vocal.
Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds. Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds. Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds. Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds.
What makes CLA special is that we can blend all of these effects together to get some real depth and dimension in our mixes. So as an example, we could have a mix of slap and crowd blended with a touch of plates, hall and space.
Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds.
Or tape, throw, mixed in with a bit of plates and room.
Standing here on holy ground, listening to the city with all its sounds.
But this has a few more tricks up its sleeve than just blending at the faders. In the delays display window, you'll notice this routing tab. What this enables us to do is to feed a send from these delays into the reverbs, but we can also send these delays direct to the output, or both. As an example, we can take this throw delay and send that to the plates reverb very simply by clicking this A, which symbolises this reverb down here, A, for plates.
Standing here on holy ground.
But we're still getting the direct out of the delay, so we can turn that off here by deselecting out.
Standing here on holy ground.
You can hear how that delay is softer and more distant sounding, but you can dive in a bit deeper if you need with this little submixer, which you can use to set the level of the delay send to your reverbs. As an example, I can increase the volume of this send to the plate.
Standing here on holy ground.
Now, both the delays and reverbs have a global modulation section, great for adding colour and vibe to your effects.
Standing here on holy ground.
Now, you may be thinking, this is just 4 delays and 4 reverbs. Couldn't I just build something like this in my DAW using buses and sends and auxiliaries? Sure, but it's a pain to set up and is a fast way to overly complicate your mixer. As you can see here, I've got 8 effects returns set up here, 4 delays, 4 reverbs, and I've got an acoustic guitar track here that I want to process. I've got 8 different sends here, all bussed to those auxiliaries. And we can increase the level of these buses, say to the tape, the room, a hall, a slap. But this is only half of what CLA can offer. Remember that routing earlier, feeding delays into reverbs? Well, to do that in your DAW, you would need to set up another set of buses that feed into your reverbs. And it just starts to get really messy working this way in the DAW. In CLA Epic, it's all just here, all within one place. Let's take a before and after listen to a song that's got an instance of CLA Epic across every track in a mix. We've got drums, bass, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, piano, synth, strings, backing and lead vocals.
Cold won't tear me away. I will be here till the end of my days. No, I won't and I mustn't complain, 'cause it's wonderful. holy ground. Listen to the city with all its sounds. There couldn't be a place that could ever be found it's better than this. It's better than this. And oh, we'll take this message home. Tell everyone who's never been here at all. Save it for the last, and they will never want to leave this place. For the heart to be alone.
Let's focus in on that acoustic guitar. Now, this guitar sounds great, it's well recorded. It just feels a little bit too up close and personal. It needs a bit of space around it, a bit of depth. It's simply achieved by adding a little bit of tape delay, a blend of some plates, room, hall, and space. Later in this song, a better synthesizer comes in for texture, which has a nice pitch bend and pulse to it, but it lacks character. With CLA Epic, it just grows and sounds so much more atmospherical. Let's jump back across the vocal track and see how we can build an effect from scratch.
Standing here on holy ground. Listen to the city with all its sounds.
It's nice, maybe bring the feedback down on the tape.
There couldn't be a place that could ever be found it's better than this.
Bring the throw down a bit.
It's better than this. And oh,
Slap. Let's sync that to the BPM. Change the division, something nice and short. And crowd. Bring that down a touch, make it a bit tighter. Sounding good, let's move across to the reverbs.
I have nothing to hide. Live in the loneliest place I could find.
Space.
But I put on my coat and I step right outside. The city will greet me.
Sounds good, let's get an overall level set here on the bus.
You think that this place is just for the few. You don't wanna risk what you think you might lose.
Before.
Well, come to my city, there's plenty for you.
After.
My friends, my friends.
I hope you guys got something from this. To hear more examples of CLA Epic, click that card at the top right of the screen, link in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
Everyone was